Alright, so I just got this in the mail. We ordered a Triton Nautilus red dot. We're going to be putting it on our Glock 48. So let's take a look at it and see what we got. This is my cat Orange, by the way. He is like 15 to 16 years old. So he just wants to be a part of whatever we're doing. Got the Triton Nautilus. Alright, so here's the box. Open it up. Got some foam. Got the Triton card. Here's what it looks like inside. Looks like we got the battery. Comes with a tool. Looks like it's for the adjustment and tightening the screws. Here's the actual red dot. It's actually smaller than I thought it was gonna be. You can see the glass right there. Looks got these like rugged edges. That's kind of the look I was going for, so it's a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. That's actually pretty cool. Comes with a Picatinny rail attachment, but we are going to be mounting it directly to our Glock. And then we also have, looks like a cleaning cloth, and it comes with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different bags of screws for mounting. That is one of the things I saw on the reviews, where that somebody said they didn't get any of the mounting hardware, so I don't know what's up with that. Alright, Glock 48. Clear. This Glock has actually never been fired before. We are going to be building a EDC kind of home defense Glock out of this one. I also have a Glock 43X. It's a little bit smaller than I like as far as barrel length, so, and it also, I don't remember. The Glock 43X does not have the rail attachment, so. Or it also is not the MOS version. You can't run a red dot on it, so. Also, another thing I liked about this red dot is that the battery is on top. You don't have to take it off and re-zero it or whatever to replace the battery. Oh, it already came with a battery, so you have a spare battery. Nice. If you can see inside there, you can see the dot. I don't know which one of these screws we're gonna need. This one's 7, this one's half. 7M4 flat. They're different, various sizes, so I think we are going to need, based on the old screw and this one, I think we're gonna need these. M4 .07 flathead, diameter 5mm, length 11mm. And they do come with the Loctite on them already too. No, that's too big. Looks like that's it. Yeah. Alright, so this is the size we need. Fits right on top.
One of the reviews was saying that the screws were too short and it wouldn't mount, and you could only get like one turn, which these are kind of that way. I only got like 2 full turns. I don't know how many actual turns you're going to need. Maybe you could go with the longer length. These look bigger though. Here, put it back in here. Yeah, going with the M4. 0.7 flathead. Alright, so there we go. That's what it looks like on the gun.
You can adjust the brightness and the dot size. Let me know in the comments if you like to run your dot brighter or slightly dimmer. Alright, so we just installed this Triton Nautilus micro red dot on the Glock 48. Let me know in the comments if you like to run your red dot brighter or dimmer. I'm fairly new to shooting, so I don't really know my preference. I think maybe I would like it kind of in the middle. The thing I like about this red dot too is it has integral iron sights, so if the battery dies, you can still use your sights. Alright, so we just installed the Titan Nautilus micro red dot on a Glock 48. I still don't even have a holster for this gun yet. I bought it like a year ago, actually way longer than that, like 3 years ago. It's been sitting in the case. I am just now getting around to actually starting to build a carry gun on this thing, so. This micro red dot is a shake awake, and the specs on it say it has a 50,000 hour battery and an auto off, and then also the brightness settings are, you have 10 brightness settings and a 3 MOA dot. It was $72 on Amazon, and I think it's a pretty good deal. I take that back. Actually, after looking through it a few times, I want the dot on this thing to be as bright as possible, so that's how we're gonna run it. I was gonna go to the range today after work, but the red dot didn't come in time. I'll probably just hit the gym, and then tomorrow morning we'll go hit the range, see if we can zero it in. Again, I'm pretty new to shooting, so I am just kind of learning all this as I go, and YouTube University at its best. Alright, so I'm on my way to the local shooting range out here in Omaha, closest to my house, called the Bullet Hole. I've never been there before, so go check it out and see what it's like. But yeah, we got the micro red dot put on the Glock 48. We got a box of ammo to try to zero it in. One thing I want to work on is just seeing the dot and putting it on target. Like I said, I'm not new to guns. I've always had guns. Growing up in Arizona, we'd always go rabbit shooting, dove hunting, and you know, whatever. I always had shotguns and a couple of handguns and stuff like that, but I've never got into like drilling shooting and, you know, the mechanics of shooting and all that. We just kind of went out in the desert and shot beer cans and whatever the hell. But yeah, man, so this is kind of a new chapter. I'm trying to get into guns and shooting a little bit more, and learning about them and how we can improve our shooting stance. And any tips and tricks you guys can give me, feel free to drop them in the comments. I've never shot this gun before, so I'll just take my time kind of learning the trigger wall and then the reset, and then getting more comfortable just putting the dot on target and that trigger wall. So that's kind of what we're going to be working on. Another thing, I get social anxiety. So when I go places that I've never been, I get really nervous about, are they dumb shit too? Are they open? Where do I park? Am I gonna look like an idiot wandering around trying to find where to check out or whatever? But that's why I would always just go out to the desert and shoot out there, and I didn't have to worry about anybody watching me be a dope. So this should be an interesting trip. All right, that was pretty cool, man. We put 50 rounds through. Did a lot of 5 rounds, check. We were shooting at 25 yards. With some of the tips that I read online before I went, and just kind of sighting in the red dot before I ever even got there, I was pretty close. I only had to make a couple adjustments. I'd feel good at shooting that if I had to. And a couple things I think I definitely need to work on is my grip. My grip on the gun was pretty inconsistent, and also the, I don't know what they call it, I guess trigger flinch, or you're kind of anticipating the bang, where that would kind of have me pull the gun before I actually fired. So we'll keep working on those, but I think we had some good groups. I'll post a picture of the groups and you guys tell me, hey, that's pretty good, or you suck, dude, and we'll just keep getting better. But that was the bullet range here in Omaha, and it was $20 with 2 targets and a half hour on the lane. And then I got this hat while I was in there. Pretty cool. It was only $15, so I figured, oh yeah, let me grab one of those, man. So, you know, I have a baby's head, so I don't know if it looks good on me, but whatever, dude. But yeah, we're gonna make it a habit. Friday night firing range. I don't know if I'll be able to go every Friday night, but you know, we'll give it a shot, man.